Hey folks, I'm Trevine Glory and welcome, so it's not welcome back, is it? I was going to say welcome back to Team Tactics, but it's not that. Well, it is, but with a different skin. It's Tank Warfare North Africa 1943, which essentially is Team Tactics, created by the same developers, but obviously set in a completely different theatre, and one that I'm really looking forward to. If anything, I would have chosen 1942 North Africa, if I could have persuaded them. I've got a very strong interest in that particular theatre, but never mind, it is what it is. And I'm going to... I played the Germans last time, so I'm going to avoid the temptation to get behind some tigers and play as the British. And I'm thinking about Longstop Hill. It's a long campaign, but this one's a bit short. So yeah, let's go for Longstop Hill and see how far we get. We'll just jump right in. Historical units, not controlling allied forces, blah blah blah. Just leave all that as it is, I think. Okay, so right, I'll let you read this text here at your leisure. I'll scroll down a bit and you can pause the video to complete your reading. But obviously, turn 1, we have the 78th Infantry Division Commander, Vivian Eveley, ordered the assault of Longstop Hill from the southwest by the 36th Infantry Brigade. So, there's a 36th here, southwest. This is Longstop Hill then. Yeah, because it controlled the roads, both roads heading up further into Tunis. 36th Infantry Brigade included the 6th Royal West Kent Regiment, 5th East Kent Regiment, 8th Argyll Sutherland Highlanders, and the 1st East Surrey from the 11th Infantry Brigade. A company from the NIH, what's NIH? Northern Ireland Hussars? Does it tell us? I'm pretty sure it's a Northern Irish Horse. Yeah, armed with Churchill tanks, lovely. And most of the 78th Infantry Division artillery. 6th Royal West Kents and 5th Buffs battalions were drained of blood in previous battles and had a strength of about 50%. 38th Infantry Brigade attacked German positions on Tangucha Ridge and in the Hades town. 38th is here, so I guess that's the ridge. And what was the town? Let me put that back on. Well, yeah, let's take that briefing back on. Hades, was it? Hades. Well, it must be up here somewhere. There it is, right there. Okay, so we've got 38th on the left. And there was something to our right. The 1st Infantry Division to the right. Don't see them mentioned in here at all. Right, so our task is to take this ridge. And the 5th Buffs and the 6th Kents are down at half strength. The 8th Argyll and Sutherland Highlanders at full strength. We've got tanks and the 1st Surrey as well. Yeah, they're part of ours. Are they not? East Surrey, yeah. And artillery. Fair enough, let's move on to the next screen then. We've got the Buffs to the left, Royal West Kents, Argyll and Sutherland Highlanders with 1 company still on the way. We have a good amount of tanks, 13 Churchills. Yeah, these are ours. So the orange icons, they're our allies. Right, so we've got another 2 companies in here. So that's another 26 tanks. We've got the HQ. The 11th Infantry Brigade again. Yep, so 2nd Lancs, Lancashires. Recce troops, some engineers, some anti-tank guns, and the LIR. Is that just 2nd Light Infantry Regiment? I should really have gone and researched this before we started. Never mind. So, what we're going to do. We've got space obviously to move forward. And I think we'll have the buffs and the Kents just hold the flank positions. It doesn't give us any orders in here. So we'll have the half-strength units hold the flanks, and we'll push the Argyll and Sutherland Highlanders up to make the attack, supported obviously by the tanks. How far can the tanks get? To there. And you're similar. So you can get down to there. Right. Okay, then let's get the tanks forward. Now the buffs are going up there. You're going in here. Right. So A company march to there, B company to there. Get the tanks in here. Yeah, do that. You just advance to here and here. You can't advance too far at all. Let's keep you in tight. Yeah. Oh, you can't go there. You can't get to there. Is that... Ah, this blue dotted line must be the demarcation between the 2 divisions. Right, so that's outside our area of operations. So you need to just come forward into there. Right, yeah, that's okay. You come to there and you up to here. We have Tank Regiment HQ, which will sit by this town, I think. And that's everyone moved. That's not ours. Okay. Right, fair enough. Let's accept that and we'll move on. Nothing. Okay. Turn 2, 7 AM. 5th Buffs, together with the A Company Northern Irish Horse, attacked first and were supposed to provide the left flank of the 36th Infantry Brigade offensive in this area. Well, that's roughly where I've got my troops deployed, isn't it? Yes. Let's see. The Kents was to move into position at the western fin of Longstop Hill. Yeah, they're a wee bit further back. I don't know whose side there, but obviously not happy. Forefront. The strongest battalion, Argyll and Southern Highlanders, was to advance through 6 Kent's positions So they've to head up for the right. Okay. If all goes well, 1st Surrey and the tanks begin to advance south of Longstop Hill along the road right to the northeast. Okay, so vaguely following the plans, but that was pretty. So, all you could do really. You're exhausted. Of course, because so I think historically it's maybe explained in that earlier text. Yeah, so the Germans launched an attack just a few hours before the British attack was due to go in. So that had to be fought off before the British jumped off. So that's why these guys are a bit exhausted. Right. So where can we get to with you guys? Not very far. Now the Churchills are fairly good at climbing slopes, better than some other, or a lot of other tanks. But I don't want to push them too far up. So you could march to there. Presume you can go in here. If we continue, the tanks are supposed to be supporting an attack up here. So we'll continue with that. That was the plan, isn't it? Provide a left flank in that Marabtat el Buardi. My God, that's not a Scottish town. So you advance to here. You can now take their place. You're going to advance to there. You are advancing. You could push on up here. And it's probably safe enough to do that. You in there. The buffs. And this is our responsibility. It's in our sector. If I move you up onto the hills there, maybe leave you where you are, and the tanks are across here. Now we'll just begin probing up in that direction. So you advance to there. The tank HQ, I think we'll bring up here. And we've now got the C Company of the Argyll and Sutherland Highlanders. I'll bring you in to there. And that's us again. Yep, right, fine, move on. And we have an attack. Unsupported by tanks. The tanks are supposed to be making it. Ah, right. No, so that attack has to go in. A Company, I think, was supposed to be advancing to here. And the tanks were supposed to be advancing to there. So it's a wee bit surprising that it's starting off with this attack. But that's okay. We've got one weakened company from the the 6th Royal West Kents. That company isn't involved. And they're defensive anyway. Well, we're not going to do very much here, to be honest. So we might see if we can advance these guys a wee bit, but I think we'll just actually wait for the tanks. Let's have a look and see what happens. Ooh, I was expecting less green, more sand. Right, let's come down and have a look at this ridge. Alright. Okay, so well, we've got crossroads that we hold here. Yeah. You are Argyll and Sutherland Highlanders, so you are also Argyll and Sutherland Highlanders. So we're not getting anyone from the Kents. Oh no, here we are. Right. Well, that's fair enough. We'll have you down here. You can just cover that flank. Is this trenches? No. Yeah, that's fine then. Can you see behind that ridge? Not really. We'd have to advance up onto it. And that's what those guys would probably do anyway. So I think we'll have you stay down here. Yeah, and you're going to just basically keep an eye out on that flank of the ridge. We have Coleman, Newman, McMahon from the B Company. You've actually got a Pioneer platoon as well as 3 infantry platoons and a carrier platoon. What's a carrier platoon got out of interest? Bren, obviously, and it's got a boys anti-tank rifle. Not that I'm expecting to see much in the tanks up there. Can we see it? Well, it's okay. It's not actually part of the carrier's armament then. Is that guy there holding the boys, or is that just another rifle? I think that's just another rifle. Oh, that's the boys. So who's got the Bren? Is it actually in the front? I get so caught up in this. No idea where the Bren is. Okay, never mind. Right, and you guys, I think I'm probably going to want you to set up on the other side of this ditch or wadi or whatever it is. At least push up onto that ridge. But yeah, I don't think I want to make the attack onto the higher ground until we've got tank support. Do we have an infantry spotter? There's a nice wee hill here. Well, for this area, obviously can't see the other side of the ridge. So it might be better to have the artillery spotter somewhere down here. Well, again, not here. I'd probably want you to advance up that spine so you can see to either side. And looking at this, we've got a series of ridges. So there's dead ground behind here, and then up here, more dead ground, and again another one here. And this isn't quite so much dead ground. No, it still is, fair enough. But that's off the edge of the battlefield. Yeah, so we don't actually have great vision of this flank. What's it like over on the other side? Still a few ridges, although they're not as pronounced. Some prepared positions around here. Okay, so that's where we're going to be fighting in. Obviously prepared positions, as you'd expect on the summit of this wee knoll. Imagine there'll be more up here. Yep, and again further up. Germans should be well dug in on this ridge. Okay, Yeah, so I think we might just advance up onto the ridge here and here and see what we can uncover. Maybe push forward and take this position. These aren't prepared positions. No, these are just well, part of the vineyard or the orchard or whatever. Right, so we'll have some limited advances and then wait for the tanks. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll deploy off camera and I shall bring you guys back in the next video for the actual battle. So I shall see you then.